I was destined for fame. I know you see it. Smoking 23 flavors, Dr. Pepper vibe. Big bang, take Lil Bang. Big bang, take Lil Bang. It's been like this from the beginning. Yeah, Big Bang, take Lil Bang, and we don't give a fuck what these fuck boys think. Get it?
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy FrameZ with the Frame Show. You know how we do, bringing that flavor to your ear. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Somebody bring me a beer. And we in here chilling today, man. I got my homie, man, Stolen Goodz, man. What's good with you, bro?
Yo, what's up, Frames? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Just, chilling, trying to, get to the end of this quarantine if it's ever gonna end, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this shit is ridiculous, man. It's bad for everybody. Good and bad. There's multiple different ways you can look at it.
Right. So jumping right into stuff, man, I'll go ahead and let everybody know that don't know you. I know you got a pretty big following, man, but let everybody know where you're from, man.
Yeah, man, currently I'm out in Virginia Beach, man. I reside in Virginia Beach. That's what I represent right now, man. I've been out here for a solid 10 years, so I'm 29, so I've been out here long enough to feel like as if, this is the longest place I've lived at one time, so I consider myself Virginia Beach.
That's what's up. Hey, shout out to Virginia Beach, man. Shout out to 757,
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, bro. A lot of love.
I've been out here for about 2 years now. We started the show back last year. We almost had a year, man. I think it was October. October will be a year. So since I started, man, I've done nothing but met so much talent out in Virginia. And 80% of the people I've dealt with have been Virginia Beach. So it's real dope. So
yeah, man, there's talent all over this whole state, from all the way up to Nova to here, to VB.
Right.
So
right.
It's crazy.
So a little bit about you, man. Like what is it that you mainly do? I know you got a little bit of music out, you spit, you got some bars, you got that vibe going. Every time I've asked somebody about you, man, they're like, yo, that's that dude down there. Like, you a bartender somewhere? You slinging them drinks or what? Like,
Yeah. So, I always tell people, like, everybody in life, not even just musicians and shit, I tell people, like, everybody in life that I'm a rapper first, and then I'm a bartender second.
Right.
And when I say that as in, my life revolves around music and rap, and everything else comes second. There's no like, oh man, I got a job, I got kids to feed. No, like it's none of that. It's either gonna work or it ain't. You know what I mean? So that's what I put first. And shout out to Young Money Young, because that's something I kind of noticed from him early on, was like he was one of the first people in this area to like transform himself. He wasn't no longer Terrion. He was Young Money Young. Like, that's what I am. I'm a rapper. I'm not this isn't a game, you know what I'm saying? This is what I do for a living, So
right.
That's, to me, that's what separates people from me, like whether I want to work with you or whether I think you're serious about the craft, how serious are you, But second, I'm a bartender, and it actually goes hand in hand with music, and it's great because I can put on shows, I have access to that. Networking is ridiculous, obviously. I'm one of those people, especially when I work on the ocean front. It's tourists everywhere from all around the world. I just give them my phone right when they come in. Hey, follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Oh, you do music? Oh, yeah, I'll play my music right when I'm serving drinks. Oh, yeah, it's me, you know what I'm saying? But I do play shitloads of Virginia artists while I'm working as well,
Right.
Probably a lot that don't even know I play them, but.
That's dope, man. That's when you have that ability to do something like that, it's dope that you you do that without, thinking about it. Like, I'm gonna play these boys, Men and women. I guess we got I know there's some females out here that doing their thing too. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And like you were saying about like, this is me, I'm a rapper first, you got to take it seriously. I think that's something that a lot of people have a hard time finding about themselves, right? Like in this industry, like you can't you can't be halfway. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Right.
really want to make a statement or you trying to do something, like you have to be all in on that. Like, and I think that a lot of people have a hard time with that, man. So like, what is it that is there something that about that like that gives you that drive to like, this is it, like this is me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man. Some people, don't really know this, but a couple years back, I was in a serious, relationship with a woman, and we had a kid, we had a house. I was doing I owned a business, all that shit, pest control business, in fact. And so, I let people know I'm only 29, but this was, when I was in my 22, 23. I'm a smart man. I've never been given shit. I came out of the trailer park, but at the same time, I'm a hustler, bro. I get money no matter what. So I did that whole, white picket fence thing, and it just wasn't my thing, and so I started getting into music harder, I'd always been rapping since I was younger, but I started actually getting into really, getting into the studio, paying for studio time, actually getting serious work done and promoting and distributing. And basically, long story short, my love of my life gave me a decision type shit, like either you're going to choose this music shit or you're going to choose this family shit. And, I chose that music shit. Some people are going to say, that's fucked up. But my son's always going to love me no matter what, and I'm going to carry him with me no matter what. Still going to take him to the mall, buy him shoes. I'm still going to have him on the weekends, blah, blah, blah. If she can't get with what I want to do, my passions, then we can't, we can't be together. So basically, I lost everything I had, from a house to, love to, that father life that I wanted to have, just to do this. So people don't get from me, it's more than just like, I just wanted to play around with it, I had everybody against me to do this, this was something that I wanted to do no matter what type shit,
That's what's up, man, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my drive, that's mainly my drive.
Right.
Kind of like I can't fail,
Right,
like,
yeah. Like you put it all in, you gotta get it. Like you can't go backwards. You know what I mean?
And in fact, just to have it on the record, there, like the night that I left my ex-fiance, Frenchie from Break Squad was in touch with me, and he was like, "Yo, man, come out and do a song." And I was like, "Yeah, like that." That's like, I don't know, what area you're from, but some of the younger kids are like, "Frenchie, like who's that? French Montana." I'm like, "No, Frenchie from Break Squad, bro. Like the one we grew up on, like." We all grew up on Slim Duncan and Gucci, and like, if you were really into Brick Squad, it wasn't even about Gucci. It was about everybody. There was so many guys in that group that were Woo the Kid and everybody, And so for him to hit me up, and Take Flight and all them to bring me in, I basically literally left my family that night and moved into the studio. And with that motivation of Frenchie being like, "Yo, you got this, bro. You're the best dude I've seen in a long time," like type shit. I was like, "Yo, no doubt. Like, I'm all in."
Right.
And I moved into the studio literally the next day and never looked back, bro. Like, so,
that's what's up.
The crazy ride.
In this game, man, it's one of those things, like things come up all the time. You gotta be ready for anything. You know what I'm saying? And there might be that moment that you gotta jump and go. And,
most definitely.
A lot of people ain't ready for that.
Right, most definitely. Yeah, that's why I'm very clear now. If any females mess with me or any whatnot, it's I'm on the road. If I need to be, I'm hitting tours. I'm networking. I'm in the clubs. I'm a bartender, so girls usually, if they're messing with me, they have to understand that anyways, because
it's
a wild lifestyle.
Right, for sure.
It's a late night.
Speaking of ladies, man, you posted one on your Instagram the other day, man. Good God Almighty.
Yeah, man. That's my homie. Her name's Steph the Best. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her for real.
Yeah, she works at Mermaids, man.
That's what's up, man.
That's one of my good friends, man. She's available. Y'all go link up. She works too. Like on some, like if y'all need her for video shoots and things like that, hit her up.
Right.
And go check her out at Mermaids. She's behind the bar during the daytime type shit. So you go in there, get you some wings, see some booties.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Moving on, man. So I know you've posted. You got a label, right? You got a label you just started.
Right. Yeah, we just started it up, man. We actually haven't officially really pulled anybody in, but we've officially started renting the building. All the equipment's purchased. We're in the process of construction, almost finished, hopefully done by the end of the month. The problem is, the only thing I can't do is the manly shit, you know what I'm saying, the construction shit. So I basically did everything else around it, man, and just fucking, I had to, excuse my language, but I had to get somebody else to, to build for me, so it's been taking a long time.
Right. So with that, man, like, how do you feel about like being independent, right? Doing all this yourself, or having that big label come in and
I think most of us, especially in Virginia, are like always open to like big label ideas, or maybe like sit downs or whatever.
Right.
But me personally, I happen to have access to a lot of things that are rarities that some people don't have access to. So I feel, I don't really necessarily need it.
Right.
I would say just, really one thing I always say is just educate yourself, bro. Like that's the strongest thing you can ever have in any profession, make sure you're the smartest at what you do and master your craft, man. And that will seriously take play in what you're doing, and I feel like I've been like, and I feel like I see this in you as well. I'm a strong fan of the game. So, so being a fan, I educate myself first before I just, I'm not just, I've been learning this game, I haven't been just thinking I am the game,
Right. Yeah, man. Knowledge is power, man. And, and like you said, being a fan, like when you're a fan, when you really like something, you genuinely like it, like you're going to learn it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find the ins and outs and figure things out of what works for you and what makes sense, So.
Most definitely.
Yeah. I think it's dope, man. I think putting that together, when you have the outlets to be able to do things like, you got your studio, you got the recording, you got promo teams or whatever the case may be. Get all that together yourself. There's plenty of people that can band together and really make some noise, you know what I'm saying, and make something work. And I don't know that everybody's on that same mindset, but I feel like a majority of people out here, they do be on that mindset. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the fact of actually getting that all together. So, maybe you the glue right now. You know what I'm saying? You about to stick it all together and make it happen.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been gluing for a while though, man. A lot of people, they don't. I'm not super cocky, but I definitely have been told I'm too humble. I've been a part of a lot of major things and also been behind the scenes a lot of times. And I'm very just, when I say that, I mean more like love, like I bring a lot of people together and a lot of networking and a lot of, oh, you really gonna do that for free type shit, like,
right.
I'm the kind of guy that's like, bro, I'd rather show it. If you give me the opportunity to show you that I can give you something first, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? That way it's almost like, I don't want to make it seem like it's like they owe me, but it is like and now you're like, well, at least he ain't trying out to get me. He gives first,
Right.
So I try to always, give back. Like I do the open mics usually once a month when we're back to, not quarantining. I'll do the open mics, and that's a give back. A lot of people don't get that. Clubs, most of the time are not free to have, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do any entry fee, none of that shit. We do dollar tacos, you know what I mean? Like $2 beers.
I done seen a couple of videos, man, of a couple of the open mics you did.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, some of them, man, I was like, damn, man, they in there lit. Like, having a good time. Like,
yeah, it's good times, man. One thing about those shows, bro, you can ask anybody that's ever been to them. Because I do big shows too, but I do these shows myself. And it's just like, the love in the building is crazy, bro. Because I don't do all that macho, like, oh, man, alpha male shit, like, I just, tell everybody I appreciate them and their time. And, just to give back to me is major. I like to see somebody just be surprised, like, damn, I can't believe you're really looking out this hard, and stuff like that,
For sure.
Because it's easier than people, realize, even, just little things,
Right. Yeah, no, it's real dope that you can do that, man. Cause me personally, I like the little shows better. Like I like to come somewhere and like, especially when I don't know nobody. I like to know at
Yeah,
least one person. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
when you get to go in somewhere and like meet people and you know hear them do whether they rap, sing, whatever it is they do, it's really dope to find that talent. You know what I mean? The people that really have a heart for it. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh yeah,
so, like you were talking about earlier, some people just do it just to dabble in it, just to be like, oh, I tried it out. Like, but you finding ones that's like
yeah.
you're saying, like this is it. You know what I'm saying? And those I love meeting those people.
hmm Yeah, I got plenty of stories of those type of people, man. Like that it totally just shocked me, or whatever. To me, like the major thing is stage performance, live, because a lot of people, everybody sees the game in a different way. I see it. I see more of the smoke and mirrors side, so I'm more of the like, practical, logical marketing kind of guy, and I also see, I don't know. To me, stage for you're putting on a show. It's not everybody's supposed to be cool or whatever, but to me, you're really just a joker, throwing some fucking balls.
Right? Yeah.
You're an entertainer, at the end of the day. So standing there and throwing some bars out is not that cool, to me. I want to see somebody that's like, damn, like their energy is crazy, and
Yeah.
you do get that from open mics a lot, because I seen like legit, professional rappers or famous dudes that suck. You see them live and you're like, damn, this dude is trash,
Garbage.
man. And that happens all the time. So open mics are a good opportunity to be able to see that. I'll tell you one little story, man. Is like one time I was doing this open mic and I think it was an open mic and there was this dude that came out to me and he was like, yo, man, like I know you're Stolen Goodz. I've been hitting you up on the gram and whatnot. And just I say this story because I want people to know that, like, my DMs are like 99 plus unread messages type shit on the side,
Right.
and most people are just trying to get something out of me or whatever, So I don't talk to a lot of people unless it's business or like I know them organically.
Right.
And so I didn't know this guy organically, and he was like almost like he came up to me on some not rude, he had something to prove, like, hey man, I had hit you up, you told me 200 for the feature, and you must not know who I am, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I don't know who you are, and I apologize, I ain't trying to be an asshole, just like anybody, we don't see everybody's gram, which I feel like I see less and less people on the gram now. I don't know why that is, but either way, like, we can't see everything. We can't show love every time. But long story short, this is the correct way to do it. This dude told me like, well, just make sure you're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he
Okay.
goes out there. We were at West Beach Tavern, and he went out there and fucking just ruined it. Just fucked the whole stage up.
Right.
Just killed it. And turned the whole place upside down. Dead ass looked me in the eyes a couple times while he's performing, like, "What's up now?" Type shit. And I was just like, no doubt about it. I'm a humble guy. I can, realize when I should have paid attention type shit. And that was Front Street Trucks. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he is an amazing artist, bro. Actually, he's one of my favorites right now out of the beach area. He's locked up right now, but he has some hype music, man, that is just like, and like I said, stage presence is very important to me. So I've seen a lot of these like local rappers that get paid for shows that really like everybody's supposed to, loves and all this,
Right.
those top dogs. Most of them can't perform live, bro. I've seen them live. They're just, it's like, it's not like, it's like they don't even practice,
Right.
or like they've never done it before, which they do it all the time. So it's really surprising. But him in particular, he was pretty much new on the scene, and his energy was undeniable. Like you could not stop moving in that building, And that's somebody to me that's that it factor, that you can't recreate,
Right. Yeah. Nah. A lot of people don't have that. You know what
Right, of course.
I mean? Yeah.
But there's different things that are great. We all just have to play our positions. Like I noticed that you like to rap as well. I like to rap as well.
Right.
I am a rapper, but you put things aside to interview people, and I've actually put things aside to interview people as well. But I also I put things aside at all times to do anything, be a promoter, I'll put, I don't always rap, I mean, I'll do the whole show and never get on, or I'll have somebody else host it, just because I don't want to do it,
For sure.
So for me, I feel like playing your position is very important, that's why doing this label thing, that's what I'm doing. I'm playing my position. I'm giving back. Right now, I've done a lot of my stuff, pushed a lot of music. Not that I'm going to stop, but currently I'm trying to find, with all my resources, who I can help out that I think is going to do the best, and at that point, once I find that correct person, I'm going to push them correctly, Right now, we're just kind of playing around. I got some homies that I'm just really helping out that I believe in. They're not officially dotted line, or anything like that, but I got 2 guys that I look out for that are, talented in the game right now. Wild Fro and Mowgli. One of them's from Norfolk, the other one's from the beach, so.
That's what's up.
Be on the lookout for them. We got that 0.5. I don't know if you saw that one drop. Me and Mowgli did 0.5, that new one.
Yeah.
And then Fro, me and him did Big Bank, so look out for those boys,
That's what's up. That's big of you to, because you're an artist yourself, you know what I mean? To be like, yeah, I'm going to take what I got and not only use it for myself, I'm going to use this to help someone else. You know
right.
I mean?
Yeah, for me, most of the time, dead ass, and no bullshit, most people are literally like so not used to being helped that most people always are like looking at me at first with that crazy eye, like almost just like waiting for the catch,
Right.
It's like, yo, like, what do you, and I'm not saying I give out free studio time type shit. I'm just saying that, I've gone as far as scooping somebody up to take them to the studio, from Virginia Beach to Hampton to, go get them to get in the studio with me, and, pay for half the studio time or, whatever. Like, I do whatever it takes, I've ran back to people's spots and dropped off shoes, you know what I mean? Because I noticed they didn't have a whole lot of shoes and I had shitloads of shoes, Just certain things, you just got to give back when you see it, Right. And I'm not broke. I ain't even rich or nothing, I just give back when I can. Right. I've been giving back when I had nothing,
That's what's up, man. It's a genuine person,
For sure, man, for sure.
Everything about me, I like everything genuine and natural. You know what I mean? I noticed for a long time I was trying to push things too hard in life, and not just talking music or entertainment, like just general things in life that you're trying to do something. A lot of times, if you just kind of figure out what it is you want to do, perfect it, and just let it happen, and do it as you know how to do it, but don't pressure it so much. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put all that pressure, a lot of times it just, for me at least in my experience, it doesn't work out the way that I would want it to.
Of course, yeah.
And once I started doing the show, the podcast and stuff, I was like, I'm not pressuring nothing. Like I'm not going to pressure for people to come on the show. I'm not
right.
Push for people to listen. Like, and in the beginning it was tough because I was a nobody out here in a place that nobody knew me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it took a little while to like build up, and and I just let it go, man. I let it be. Like when people started hitting me up, I would make those connections, and then look where it is now. We're like about 40-something episodes in. We've done interviews with a lot of people. Been at a lot of different events. And there's still so many people that I haven't met and I don't even know about.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely.
I know me and you have talked, previously way back, like, hey, we're gonna link up at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, I just don't pressure any of that. So
yeah, that's the best way, man.
Right? Yeah.
Seriously.
It's gotta be that way.
Because those organic meetups are just, because I have had people that are like, bro, you're always ducking me, and I'm like, bro, it's just like one of those things, bro. I'm a running man. I'm always moving. And if you happen to be around where I'm at, then that's really cool. You know what I'm saying? Then we can really like click. But, like I've met rappers and shit with my kid, where I've been like at a, a playground, you know what I mean, and ran into people like, yo, what's up? Like that's an organic meetup to me, you know.
Right.
I trust that more than anything, to be honest. Like those type of situations, I love that shit. You know, just seeing that somebody's human.
For
You
sure.
know, I've caught a few rappers at work and shit, and you can always tell they're like, oh man, damn, you know, like, you know. But I'm always like, you know, that's cool to me. You know what I mean? To me, like that's badass. You got a job, you're doing your shit. You know, stack your money, do your thing, bro. Like that's commendable, because a lot of these people ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? When you can do anything.
Who would you name as like your biggest inspiration?
Oh man, that's really kind of hard. Like in life, man, like a large inspiration for like the way I look and shit is Travis Barker, man, and like Bam Margera and shit. You know, I grew up watching like Jackass and you know, like a bunch of crazy motherfuckers. You know, like rap wasn't really my thing at first. I was just into like getting hurt and, you know, doing all that crazy ass wild, you know, white boy shit, you know, and we were into just drinking and partying and stuff. I looked up to people like that could just somehow make it that many years partying so hard, you know. But you know, music wise, actually, currently, I just thought about it the other day because I was at the bar talking to somebody about who I like currently in the game and who I like for my old school rapper. And this is gonna say a lot because I'm 29, you know, so I'm definitely not into the Tupac Biggie answer. Like I never liked that answer because it's just so typical, you know what I mean?
Too generic.
Yeah, it's very generic, you know, and like I honestly just don't really like them that much, man. I'll go on the record saying that like I like Biggie more because he's definitely East Coast. Tupac is definitely poetry, you know. I don't ever really like many lyrical poetry like J. Cole and Chance the Rapper and all those guys. I don't Logic. I can respect it, but it's just not my you know thing.
Right.
My newer rapper that I would say that motivates me the most and that I really look up to would be Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates would be currently, like, over the years as an adult, you know, I love his do not give a fuck attitude. And if you ever watch my shit, if you're really watching my story and shit, bro, I'm really that guy. A lot of times, you know, I'll say things that people are like, what? Like, did he just say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it might be sexual, you know, or whatever. Like, I love the fact that he'll admit, you know, he's just eating ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, no homo, but I'll eat a bitch's ass quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the bitch is bad, I'm all over it. You know, I'm doing all kinds of nasty shit. But not many men at a certain era were admitting those type of things. You know what I mean? But he can admit that type of thing. You know, and that's what I enjoy. And he also comes with clarity. I've seen him live, and I've heard his music both times live at the Norva and the amphitheater. He was so clear, it sounded like it was just radio. You know, it wasn't no, you know, muffled voice and shitty performance. Man, the dude killed it every time. So that, to me, respectful. You know, I love that. Old school rapper, DMX, man. That was one of the first main dudes that really Party Up in Here was like the first track, like one of the first rap songs I ever really heard, man. And that'll tell you like how young I am. You know, I'm 29, so that was one of the first like tracks that I really was like, damn, okay, wait, what is this? Like, you know, and I just loved his like mean, gritty, like, you know, attitude. You know, the DMX just had that, man. And, you know, authenticity. He was just a good dude, man. Like a good dude to watch. You know, good entertainment, I guess you could say.
Right. Yeah.
I think he would have killed it in the Instagram days. Like if he was really like younger, you know, he would have been a good person to watch. You know, fuck up. He would, you know, he would have done a lot of crazy shit.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of DMX, man, you know, him and Snoop Dogg about to have the verses. I don't know if you've seen that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I believe it's on the 22nd or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Snoop Dogg versus DMX.
Since you bring up Snoop, man, like, I'll say this too. This was something I got a whole lot of flack for, bro. I was telling people I think Snoop Dogg deserves, you know, top rapper status, you know, because like it's not just all about lyrics, bars, and all that. He is a staple, you know, of an industry, you know. Whereas like it's the same thing as Willie Nelson. Like Willie Nelson most people can't name one of his songs, and I know I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know him.
Who it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he's a staple. And so a lot of people would say, like, man, he's not one of the greatest, but it's like, he has to be one of the greatest because, like, everybody knows who this motherfucker is, you know? Like,
Right.
So that's what similar to what I would say about Snoop Dogg is it's like, you know, to me, he started out around all those eras, and he was, you know, you can ask almost any adult from any age of any color, and they know who Snoop Dogg is, you know? They don't all know who Biggie is, you know, to be really honest. Like, not everybody knows who Biggie is. You could probably say Tupac to almost anybody, but certain big names like that, man, you couldn't just say them to anybody and they know them. But you could say Snoop Dogg to, like, anyone.
Everybody knows who Snoop is.
And they had Snoop Dogg come out to Virginia Beach, you know, and he did a show out at Chicho's one time down this way at Strawbridge, and they said they filled that place out, like 500 people type shit, and most of the people were older, and they weren't, you know, it was like the uppity crowd, you know, like rich people type shit, you know, it was like, you know, they were fans of him, you know, this is just, you know, this is like it's like a Jimmy Buffett concert or some shit, you know.
Right, yeah. Snoop's that dude, man. It's Uncle Snoop, man. It's everybody's uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's that man, dude.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Those are two names that haven't been said a lot in many of my interviews.
Right.
Between Kevin Gates and DMX, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm definitely a weirdo, man.
Nah, like, those are definitely two. I rock with both. I grew up on DMX, of course. You know, Damien, all the Damians was my shit. You know,
of course, bro.
The it's dark and hell is hot. I think that was
Did you ever see that movie they did on MTV where they changed all the voice? It was an Asian like fighting movie, like kung fu movie, but they changed all the voices to rappers.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
It's like it's called Volcano High.
Volcano High, okay.
And I saw it when I was younger. It came out like 10 years ago, but they had Snoop Dogg as the main character, and they had DMX and, like, you know, Redman, everybody. Right. And they were doing voiceovers for these kung fu action movies, man. It was fucking hilarious, bro. The classic.
Yeah.
But he has a song on there that's one of my favorites from DMX. It's called Get It On the Floor.
Right.
And that shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah, that's a dope song. That's a real good record. So moving into the future, man, like what's next with Stolen Goodz, man? I know you got the label and stuff, but like what do you think your next play is as far as maybe like when we back to normal, if there ever is another normal, like, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah.
I feel like it's next for you.
I do want to just specify this too, you know, while I'm on here. I work at a bar currently right now, and you know, the bar I work at, I want to reiterate that a lot of people don't realize that phase 3 is what everybody's in, but bars are basically still in phase 2. Right. So, like, things are not back to normal right now for bars at all. Like, a lot of people have come into my bar and been like, we can't play pool, we can't play darts. But it's like, we're on phase 3. And I'm like, nah, y'all are on phase 3, but certain things are not back to normal, like church and bars and entertainment.
Right.
So a lot of people ask me for shows, and they're like, well, we're back on phase 3. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it's not worth it because you can only have a certain amount of people in the building. Everybody's got to wear a mask. Everybody's got to be certain feet apart, all this dumb shit, you know. And so right now, currently, nothing is planned as far as besides just promotional stuff and, you know, building and doing, you know, sessions and stuff. But as far as the future goes, once things go back to normal, I plan on having my hands in as many shows as possible, you know. That's one thing that I pride myself in because, you know, I can come to the owners as friends, you know. I know them, most of the owners out here, and not because I grew up with them or any of that shit. I just want to reiterate that too. I came from shit, you know, but because I've been a bartender in so many different places and built my name up bartending and being known for bringing a big crowd, that they know, like, okay, if I rent him the club, he's gonna have a good show. You know, he's gonna have a good show out. Most likely, nothing's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna be a good event. and we try to keep it as clean as possible and keep everybody safe, you know. And so that being said, you know, I don't come to them as a rapper, you know. I'm not coming to them and say, hey man, yo, like I need this spot to rent it, you know, to all my homies are gonna rip this place apart, you know. It's
Right.
like I'm coming down, I'm like, yo, come on, man, just let me just get this night, you know what I mean? I got this, I promise. I'll bring people out, we'll have a good time, you know. So it's just a different kind of way of asking, and you know, at a certain point, you're just like respect and anything, your credibility builds, and you become, you know, good enough to where when you ask, you can just do it, you know.
Right.
So that's where I'm at now. Is basically I can just do what I want to do. As far as bringing in famous people, a lot of people don't get. I try to keep it as real as I can. Frames, like I always just tell the truth. It'll probably get me in trouble sometimes, but the truth is, man, when it comes to bringing in famous people, bro, we got to pay to bring those motherfuckers in, you know. So
Right.
it's like, if we're doing elevation, you know, you've been a part of something like that. We're bringing somebody in that's bigger or famous or whatever, you know, it costs money to do that, man. This shit isn't free. So, you know, that takes people getting together to have a bag, you know, or one bag coming together and taking a risk, you know.
Right.
And certain, you know, certain guys are worth the risk and then worth the bag, you know, but then you can't get the scheduling right, you know, maybe they aren't free, whatever.
Right.
You know, because shit, we've been trying to bring famous Dexter out here for a while, man, and fucking just couldn't get the timing right on him for elevation. Just between elevation being like, oh, we're not free, to, you know, Dexter being like, I can't do this day, you know. So it's like, damn, I have the money and everything, I'm ready to go. It's just, you know, literally things like that can't happen. And that was before quarantine.
Right.
But now, like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I haven't even tried to ask about promoting show. You know, I haven't even tried to ask about booking anybody because I'm like, yo, I can't imagine. It's probably expensive and it's probably not even worth it, bro. Because the Virginia participation is not as good.
It's not there right now.
Yeah, man. And I try to, you know, there's another thing too. If you're a future promoter or you're a future person and you're trying to do something like me, I never hold anybody back, man. I always want to try to, you know, give everybody the same opportunity. So I will tell you right now, I look at it in two different ways because I'm a bartender, you know, and a promoter and a rapper. So I'm not just like, all right, yo, yeah, they gave me this building. So they gave me the door, so we're going to run it up, you know, and then we're just going to hopefully, like, nobody drinks, you know, blah, 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 you know. That's a problem because I just want to reiterate that you can have 1,000 people in a building, man. If the drink sales aren't high, you're not coming back, and they don't give a fuck about you, you know what I'm saying? So your object needs to be, how do I get 1,000 people there and 3,000 drinks sold? You know what I mean? Like, how do I get all these people to drink, you know? So that's where I come in and I change the game because I'm not just some promoter that's looking to put rappers on. You know, I'm a little bit of both. You know, I'm helping the rappers, but I'm also helping the bar. And then so the bar trusts me at that point, you know, where I can be like, hey, you know, the sales are up, you know, but, you know, you see the pack out. So that's what you need to do if you have a mindset that you want to be like me or anybody like me, a promoter, you want to rent a club or anything like that. Keep that in mind. They'll love you if you, they're going to love you if you come back with sales. That's the important thing is sales.
They got to make money. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, so even if I'm a first-time promoter, I wouldn't even worry about my own pocket the first round. If I was going to do it, I would just make sure the club was happy, and people aren't really willing to take that. A lot of people can't take. They're like, no, hell no, I'm not taking that. But I'm like, no, I'm telling you, bro. It's like going somewhere and tipping somebody, right? I'll tell this tip to people. If you go out and you buy one Budweiser somewhere, and then you give them a $20 tip on top of that, they're going to remember you forever, bro. And every time you come in there, they're going to have that Budweiser there before you even ask for it. You know what I mean? And you're going to get love and respect. And people are going to be like, damn, why is he like that? You know, it's because you gave him a $2 tip and I gave him a $20 tip. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it every time, but do it. You know, first impressions are everything. You know, do it. You know, do those kind of things. If you're gonna do a show, make sure it just kills, and then be like, oh, is there anything else I can do to help clean up at the end of the night? Type shit. You know, whatever.
Where's we're getting about to the end of this, man. We're probably gonna have to wrap it up here soon, but I want to see, like, you've been to a lot of the venues in Virginia Beach. Like, what do you think would be your favorite venue or favorite bar, club to be part of?
You put me on the spot.
I know, man. I mean, it's one of those
You
questions. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to get me in trouble, bro.
You're supposed to say the place that you work, but you know.
Shit, yeah, because I'm not even gonna say the place that I work just for their sake. I don't want to put them in the middle of anything they don't want to be on, maybe. But I mean, we do rap shows there, but I just don't. You know, I've said a lot of things up here. Who knows what I said? But as far as like popular bars that I like to hit, man. You know, shows wise or like drinking wise?
Well, like for like shows and stuff.
Shows, man. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, man. Like the best, well built, sound, the look, everything is Elevation. You know, Elevation is better than the Norma, man. They're top notch. Everything. I've performed there myself. It's amazing. The stage is great. The sound is great. Crowd's great. I did an EDM show there. It was pretty crazy. But that's my favorite. Like, if I wanted to do a show somewhere, I'd rather do that than the amphitheater, bro, for real. Because it's just like everything's so spot on and new, you know.
Right.
And plus, I know all the people that work there, so it's just a good vibe. I know the vibe.
Right.
But you know, a lot of people don't know they have a lot of like all-star bartenders that work there. A lot of good bartenders too from around the city that are, you know, homies. You know.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So
Elevation's a dope place, man. I've been out there.
Yeah, I figured you had checked it out. You know, definitely been around there because you did that interview there, had your table, your booth set up. And everything.
Yeah, we were there with it was Vibe Fest with Frequency.
Yup, yeah. I wanted to show up. I had my son that night, man. You know, the joys of being a father as well, man. You gotta take a knee sometimes, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
But yeah, you know, as far as that goes, yeah, I like to drink too. You know what I mean? I've been slowing down since before quarantine. You know, but I'm a beach boy at heart. You know, so country boy before that. So definitely was raised on drinking. You know, and I go out and the town of VB. A lot of people don't realize the town of VB is like, you know, that's all they do. You know, and everybody just drinks, you know. It's like get a bicycle and move close to the beach and just wake up, jump in the water, get out of the water, go somewhere, drink, pass out, wake up, do it. You know, it's just
it's a cycle.
It's hard to get some work done sometimes because, like, it's hard. You know, me, I literally live, you know, 20 feet from water. You know, I could walk straight to the sand, you know, so it's a dangerous thing because you can definitely get into some trouble all the time, you know. Keep yourself busy. But, you know, VB, man, I love it, man. I love it, man. It's a great city, bro. I mean, if you ask me where my heart is, it's Norfolk. You know, Norfolk is my real, I never feel happier than when I'm in Norfolk. But I prefer just safety-wise and love-wise, you know, and party-wise, you know, because there's a lot. Well, I shouldn't say party-wise. There's two different great things. Norfolk is like block party. You know, you can have a great time out there going block to block and just having a good ass time. The cops don't really fuck with a lot of people. But then Virginia Beach has really nice clubs and girls and, you know, all the tourists and stuff, you know. But one thing I love about Norfolk is just that if you're trying to get by, man, that's a city that will help you get by, you know. It's a city that will help you hustle, will help you grind, you know. It has a lot of love. You just have to come correct, you know. And, man, I don't want to go into details, but it's just a great city, man. You know, I just want to shout out.
There's a lot of culture in Norfolk, man. It's a lot of culture there.
And I don't want to, you know, I'm not from Norfolk. You know, I've lived out there for years. I stayed in Coleman Place for years, you know, and did music. I shout out to Take Flight Studios, engineered out of there for a long time. But, you know, I just want to say this too on the record. I think that Norfolk deserves credit as out of the 7 cities. I think they have the most poppin' artists in the 7 cities. You know, the artists that get seen the most. You know, Richmond. I would say also in his most authentic. You know,
Right.
Norfolk is so authentic. You know, shout out to Berkeley Boy Tay. It's one of my favorite rappers of all time. It's one of my favorite from Virginia. But people like that, you know, that have made a name for themselves all around the world, you know. Richmond is good at that too. Richmond just has a lot of artist type, you know, great, like crazy, talented, creative people, you know.
Right.
But, you know, even though I'm from Virginia Beach, being in both areas, I try to tell people, I'm like, dude, I really believe that, you know, coming from like the outside looking in, if you're a major guy, you're looking more at Norfolk than you're looking at the beach, you know.
Right.
And I hate to say that, but that's just the truth, you know, to me, I believe. But, you know, maybe that's just me. I don't know. Everybody's got opinions.
That's right. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Norfolk. Shout out to all of them, man. Shout out to
I love them all, man.
seven cities, man.
I love them all, you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually from the country originally, like, you know, high school wise. I'm from Windsor near Suffolk. So I'm always kind of rooting for somebody to come up from that area, you know, but I don't really see a whole lot. But, you know, there's a few out there. One of my homies is out there, you know, but it's just, there's a few from Windsor, some Dub City boys, you know, but like I said, put those people that are totally in all the way, you know what I mean? There's not many from that side that are completely, and I don't blame a lot of them because they don't have places to go and perform. And, you know, it's not like Virginia Beach and it's not like Norfolk. There's not buildings and bars, you know, it's literally just country and fields and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But
no, that's dope, man. So real quick, man, tell everybody, well, if they don't know, where can we find you at?
Yeah, man, it goes by Stolen Goodz with a Z, so don't forget that, man. Stolen Goodz with a Z, VA. My rap name is Stolen Goodz. It is not Stolen Goodz VA. I just want everybody to know that. There is no space in my name too. It's just straight together, Stolen Goodz. Cause like if you mistype that, you space it or you type VA, it'll pop up somebody else type shit. You know, there's an EDM group out there that's named Stolen Goodz from like Europe or some shit.
Oh, snap.
But yeah, Stolen Goodz, no space with a Z. So if you're on Instagram, Stolen Goodz VA. Pretty much any platform you can think of, you could type in Stolen Goodz and something will pop up. You know, you can literally type iTunes. You can go on your Instagram story, film yourself hanging out, and then go up to the music, look it up, and Stolen Goodz will pop up, you know, 20 tracks, whatever. Anything you can title, Spotify. My distribution is everywhere, so there's no excuses. You know, I got articles, I got it all. You know, so you know I'm out there. Stolen Goodz, man. Put it in anywhere. Stolen Goodz with a Z, my guy.
That's what's up, man. Well, I need everybody to make sure they go follow Stolen Goodz at Stolen Goodz VA with the Z, just like the frames. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's been dope talking to you, man. Like I said, I know earlier we talked about we've been trying to set this up, and timing's right now. You know what I mean? So when this drops, you know, everybody's gonna tune in. You drop some gems on some people. You know what I mean? So hopefully everybody tunes in and listen and take heed to what's been said, right?
Yeah, man. You got time for one more legend real quick. Hold up.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
What's up, bro? Say what's
Hi.
up.
What's up, little man? How you doing?
Wesley.
Wes, man, this is the legend, bro. He's the next coming up, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, I already asked him, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to do what you do. And I'm like, all right, well, I make music. So that's what we do. He's like, well, that's what I'm doing, you know? So, stay tuned. We'll and shout out to Rick Rogers, man, because his little one is a rapper, man. His little one's doing his thing, man. So
that's
the kids are out here.
Yeah, man. My oldest son, he's 11, but totally into what I'm doing. Totally loves the music, but he's a ball player, man. He plays baseball, and that's his life, man. He don't do nothing else.
We got a T-ball game tomorrow, man. Shout out to all the dads out there, bro. You know, show up in your kid's life, man. It's important.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man. So it's been nice having you on, bro. Don't hesitate. If you need anything, let me know. And
No doubt, man.
as soon as we can all, you know, be out in public together, I'm gonna come out and check you out, man. You know, I've been meaning to, and quarantine just fucked us all up. So.
No, it's all love, man. You know I got you on the tap. I'll definitely give you some drinks, my guy. I got you. I'm gonna turn you up.
That's what's up. All right, man. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. And make sure you go follow Stolen Goodz. Get that follow, watch some stories, get on the page, tune into the Frame Show. We out.